Hey, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Katie.
You're listening to Not-Stalgia. It's the podcast that, is advertising itself as educational. But is it really?
We all know. It's just crap.
Kate, have you ever seen, played, or heard of the thing that's on the screen right now, the Microsoft 3D Movie Maker?
I sure have not. Is this your villain origin story?
I was thinking the exact same thing. So, in 1995, Microsoft released their newest operating system, Windows 95. This was a big deal at the time. There was this huge marketing push. It's a whole thing. There's lots of cringy photos.
Yeah, is that when they did the dance?
Oh, yeah. The dance to Start Me Up. So, yeah, it was a huge deal. And at that same time, in conjunction with this, Microsoft was releasing computer programs designed for children under a line they called Microsoft Kids. We talked about this. We played the Magic School Bus games. They're part of this sort of line of pseudo-educational games for kids on Microsoft computers.
Okay. That's where our brain rot started.
I think this thing we're going to do today, yes, is a good example of brain rot. And, this isn't... What we're going to make is not that different from Skibbity Toilet.
What?
Which I don't know what is, but I don't know what that is.
I don't know what is.
Also in the Microsoft Kids games or programs was Creative Writer, which was like a fun word processor to encourage kids to write. And then there was this one, Kate. Specifically, this was made to showcase just how powerful Windows 95 computers were. Here's a screenshot of the actual, the thing running. Go ahead, what do you see?
I see a grown-up Pebbles Flintstone in gingham pants. And then a man. It's like Tony Soprano if he had big lips. And then a car. And they're in Chinatown?
Though you're laughing...
Who are these people? What do they want?
You may chuckle at this, but you have to really reckon with the idea that this is a big deal for 1995 on a personal computer. Toy Story came out in 1995. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So to be able to sit here and animate these little crummy, silly little videos was pretty groundbreaking at the time. So Kate, I did not have Microsoft 3D Movie Maker, but I had this.
Oh, God. So this is Nickelodeon 3D Movie Maker.
Hell yeah.
This looks much more wild.
Any educational content that could have possibly been in the...
Yep.
This was my jam, Kate. I played around with this thing all the time, and yeah, it's funny, until I did the notes for this, I hadn't really thought about it that much lately in the last few years. This is definitely responsible for my whole life.
Are you crying?
I'm creating stupid video content right now while we're recording this, and then when I'm editing it and publishing it.
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
Thank you, Nickelodeon 3D Movie Maker, for creating the man that sits next to me today, the man-child, the man-boy.
You really can't argue that it's not educational.
I guess you're right.
It educated me. Okay, so here's what it is, Kate. The 3D Movie Maker and the Nickelodeon version, you have all these backgrounds, you pick a background, an angle, you have sound effects, you have music, you have little characters who are already made. You don't make the characters. You grab those two people you saw on the real one, you pull them from a list of characters, but you bring them in, you treat them like puppets. You're really doing part of the actual 3D animation pipeline of you're animating them, you're posing them, you're doing all that stuff, and you make really poor quality little movie. It's cool, but it is of course limited in what you can do, but it's really neat, and it teaches you about the frames of animation and scenes and all these different things.
You understand different concepts. I get it.
So the Nickelodeon version this came out in 1995, and it features characters from, can you tell me, actually, looking at the picture?
Okay, I know these guys. Rocko's Modern Life.
Ding!
That naked thing. Is that Stimpy?
Mm-hmm.
Is that that's Ren.
Yep.
I
so
know
Ren
who
and
that
Stimpy.
is.
Ding!
Evil.
How about the little red, the nice burgundy guy?
And Real Monsters?
Ding! Wow, you really pulled that out of the recesses of your brain, your gray matter. Yes, do you know his name? Just curious. It's just a bonus
Steve.
question. Ickis.
Oh, looks like a Steve.
So, as you can imagine, I was in heaven playing. This is my dream as a child. So, I love this. And it's such a perfect little bottled bit of nostalgia for me. Computer games, Windows 95, Nickelodeon.
That thing that you did when you were trying to fall asleep growing up after or before your parents put a TV in your bedroom.
Did we ever talk about this?
Imagine Ren and Stimpy on your wall.
Yeah, I did not have a TV my whole childhood. So when I was very young, probably 4, 3, I don't know. Yeah, I would just stare at the wall and try to remember a Ren and Stimpy episode I had seen. That's not good.
And then your parents...
they said, if you're going to sit there and hallucinate it, we might as well get you the real deal. So, I want to play around with this a little bit. I want you to make a little movie and see how it goes.
Okay.
And just the final notes here. There was another version of this in Japan only, based on Doraemon, who's a really long-standing anime and manga character, that little cat.
He looks cute.
So this is the Doraemon 3D movie maker. There's also a weird like online like fan community for this game. Like they petitioned Microsoft to get the source code released so like it runs on modern computers. You could still play like the original, not just the Nickelodeon version. And this isn't really a sequel necessarily, but kind of the spiritual successor to this game came out in 2003, which had SpongeBob, Rugrats, Fairly OddParents, and Jimmy Neutron characters in it. I wanted this in 2003 when I was definitely a little too old for it, just because even then I was already nostalgic for my childhood. Like I've had this disease my whole life, and I got this and it wasn't. It either wasn't very good or it aged out of it. But I did have this one. And I'm a little confused why Rugrats and Doug aren't in the original, to be honest with you, because those both existed. Doug, I think, might have been sold to Disney by then. I have no idea why Rugrats was excluded. Maybe they were worried that you would, like, put the babies in dangerous situations, make, like, dark, messed up, edgy movies where the babies, like, get hurt. I don't know. Anyway. You should call for Stick. Even though
Call for Stick.
His post-it note says he's gone surfing.
Hey, Stick. Oh, I remember this Stick.
Oh, sorry I'm late. I can't believe I'm late.
Stickly. Love this guy.
Where's my script? Oh, boy.
This just has everything you'd want if you're a kid who grew up on 90s Nickelodeon. It's just...
We can use some 3D...
Is Stick Stickly okay?
He's just a little
Discombobulated?
hyperactive.
Bit anxious.
Right, upper, left, down. Oh, boy.
I look like Stickly, don't I?
You actually do kind of look like Stick Stickly.
This way. Simmer down, Stick.
Simmer down. It's good advice.
Nope. Not afraid of the dark. Not me. No way.
Stick Stickly got flushed down a toilet.
I'm all right. Whew, boy, that was a piece of cake, huh? Well, welcome to the movie making loft. Check out the view of Nick World. That's where we get to make our movies. If this was New York, oh boy, the rents would be crazy. Hey, if you're ready to make
Made a joke about the rents in New York.
check out
Who's
the
this for?
making machine. Wow, I'm so excited. Wow. Simmer down, Stick. Hey, if you're stuck for an idea or need help getting started, you can check out the Choozometer. Or is that Choozometer? I don't know. If you want to see a movie, click on the comfy chair.
Okay.
All right, so
First, I'm going to ask you to click on the comfy chair because I made a little movie for you.
you made a movie for me?
To demonstrate to you how this works.
So you made me a movie.
I did.
Whoa, oh my god, what is that?
What's your soda? It's blue for some reason.
What is that, a hamster?
Yeah, they're like,
Dispenser?
you're going to sit in your chair.
Oh my god.
It's the comfiest chair in the world. Don't act like you wouldn't like this. Look, there's a popcorn machine.
Oh my lord.
I cannot tell you how, like, the imagery in this game tickles my brain and reminds me of being a kid.
You can view some movies I made, or watch your own once you've created one. Here are today's feature films. Click the movie you want to watch, then click the OK button.
All right, here we go. I'm watching something that my loving husband made for me. Oh wow. That's our Not-Stalgia podcast. Ooh, it's flying in. This is like a when I used to make Microsoft PowerPoints when we'd have indoor recess. Okay.
There's a second scene. It'll get there. I just wanted the applause to
The
play
applause is really... It's a lot of applause.
out. All right, so I thought these two could maybe stand in for us.
Oh, you and me?
Love television. I do not find this very amusing.
That is you and me.
Oh, fish sticks. This is outrageous. Let's get some tacos.
So that's you and me. We did a podcast together. Then we got some tacos. And then I'm assuming you farted.
I love
I'm gonna
that there's
say
a fart sound effect in here.
it was you who did the farting. That was actually oddly accurate.
Uh-huh.
I said I don't find this amusing. What else did I say?
You said this is outrageous, and then
Yep.
when I offered to get you tacos, you smiled and ran away. Why don't you do watch another movie? Let's see what the default one that came with the game is. Oh, there's so many samples. Look at the date modified, 8/1/1996. Here's the one called Rocco. Let's see. Yeah, so this is the developers just made this. I don't know if I ever watched these as a kid.
Hey, Filbert. How you feeling?
Do I look okay to you?
Spunky, you're the best dog in the whole wide world.
I gotta go. I'm late for a doctor's appointment. Oh boy. Don't help me. I can get up. Oh boy.
Oh my.
This is like what the young people are sending to each other now, but it says like "choo choo" on it. What is that?
You're putting
when
young
the
people
memes
on blast.
they go through like it's like "Whisper Down the Lane," but in the computer,
and the meme just gets so
and they don't-
absurd. It's
just too confusing.
I think
It's-
we're too old for memes like that.
I don't understand what it is.
Are you ready to make your own movie? These sound effects, like these recordings of Stick Stickly, I listened to thousands of times.
Click the scene I want. Is that a bathroom?
All right, and there's another page.
There's like a
of scenes.
diner, a space,
and
road,
each of these has multiple camera
the night
angles.
sky. What is this? Like a street, another diner.
That first one's a kitchen.
Oh, a kitchen, bathroom.
Bathroom, of course. The living
This is
room.
like a sewer.
So these last three are from Ah Real Monsters. They like live underground in the sewers.
okay.
It's like their classroom, their entrance to their
I'm gonna
sewers.
go to the sewer.
dump. There you go. So this is very helpful.
You can see different camera angles. This is nice.
And you can change this at any time throughout. Like the video could have the angle.
I like this wide shot of the dump.
Look, you've seen, I can't believe it, Kate. Over the years of this project we've been doing here, you've seen all of these characters.
Should I make one with you and me still? Here, I think this is me still.
You like Oblina.
Yeah, that's me. Oh wow, I'm being placed. This feels like very advanced, weirdly.
Right?
You know?
You really can do a lot.
Whoa, why'd I get so big? I think I'm just gonna spin.
So if you hold down that cursor now, if you hold down the button and either move her or don't, you're now animating. So look, if you just click and hold on her without moving, she'll just spin in that place. If you decide to drag her
Spinning around.
So look, you're on frame 13 already of your animation.
I spun away. And look, I'm leaving this place.
Great, there you go.
There we go.
Okay.
Now I want to look at it.
You can watch it, yeah.
I spun away. I liked that.
Incredible.
That's me disappearing from the podcast. I want to put you in there.
So do you want us to be on screen at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay, so X out of that and go back. See that down there? You can
I gotta
rewind
go all
it.
the way back.
Yep. Whoop.
Look, here's you. I'm gonna put you in there. Too.
Otherwise, it would like have the other guy.
This
come
is
in.
you.
Oh, you're gonna make me Stimpy
This is where you're gonna be.
in
and
the
then,
garbage.
Look, this is you. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna make you do something.
See what Stimpy's actions are. It's the little feet, the little walking feet.
Okay.
Then click on him.
We're gonna do greet because you're greeting me.
Greet.
Your
Okay.
beautiful
Waving
wife.
at you. And once you get more advanced, you can have him like start doing that, switch to something else.
I call this movie "Le Divorce."
Why don't you use the text tools to do that?
This
So
is text.
you can make 3D text. Wow, you're really going for it. Okay, these are fonts. You get 5 choices, including everyone's favorite, Comic Sans.
Should our divorce papers be in Comic Sans?
Okay, what do we got here? Shape. You can do all.
Shape.
There's more options there as well.
What does that look like? A taco?
Check these out. These are colors. If you go down far enough on this list, there are textures as well. But I've found that
The textures probably don't work.
they make it very hard to read. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go plain. Where's plain?
Oh, I think you got to go all the way back up.
Ooh, let's do brat.
Here we go. The painstaking process of hitting the up arrow to move it up. A couple other things. There's the facial expression. See the little eyeballs up there? If you were to click that and then click on one of us, you can, and whatever frame you're at, it will change at that frame. So if you want to, have their expressions change, you can do that. Oh,
Here's your heart eyes.
wow.
Here I go.
So you could change what the music in the background is going to be. And then there's sound effects with the breaking, the hammer breaking the plate.
Here we go. I've done it.
Wow. That was incredible.
Marty Scorsese's got nothing on me.
What do you think of this?
I feel like the tool itself feels very advanced for the time.
Right?
Like I imagine you as a kid being like, wow, this is like what real animators use, like real filmmakers use. I imagine you were very excited about it, which I think is kind of cute. I don't see myself like being interested in something like this. This isn't something that like I would have sunk a lot of time into
Really?
as a kid.
As a kid, you wouldn't like this creative little tool?
I don't think so.
Especially with the Nickelodeon characters, because
Yeah.
you'd be like, who are they? But interesting. Okay, not even the regular version wouldn't have appealed to you, really.
I don't think so.
Let's remember, when you were allowed to use the computer, it was The Sims, and you saved up your own money for The Sims, as we discussed in our Sims episode. So that wasn't like your parents telling you what to play.
No, and Zoo Tycoon.
Zoo Tycoon 2?
No, regular Zoo
Zoo
Tycoon.
Tycoon 1.
Yeah.
No expansion
The OG.
packs. So just interesting. You liked your little simulation games more. Yeah, this was this was it for me, but it's like, it's funny sitting back and remembering all this to do the notes and play with it to make the demo. It's not like I could sit here and be like, oh, I made this great movie that I remember where here's what happened. It's just like, you'd play around with it. You'd make little stupid movies. My brother and I were both really into it. Also, there's no discounting, like, because 3D animation was so new, just to see the Nick characters rendered in 3D was like exciting to me in a stupid way. Like, I really thought that was so cool. Because they weren't. These were all 2D animated things. Anyway, of all the tools out there, this is probably not the worst way I could have spent. I feel like as we do this podcast, you must be starting to think, like, was I alive for more hours than usual as a kid? Because, like, how did I spend hours doing this and all the other garbage that I played, watched? Who knows?
It's because you didn't go outside.
Wasn't doing the activities I perhaps should have been. Anyway, I'll defend this to my grave. This was an okay one to.
This was not bad, yeah.
To whittle away some hours. I mean, I was 5 when this came out. It was perfect. Anyway, and literally, my real job involves things like this. My fake job, this podcast, involves things like this.
Pretty weird.
And it didn't occur to me until this week that this probably had some role in that. Well, thanks for playing, Kate. Thanks for watching, everybody. What I'm going to do when we wrap up here is put the video Katie made and the video that I made in full at the end of this video. So if you want to see them without our little commentary, you can.
But why would you want to?
I love television.
I do not find this very amusing.
Oh, fish sticks.
This is outrageous.
Let's get some tacos.
Good morning.
What in the blazes?
Hey! Where are we?
It's the all-new Nickelodeon 3D Movie Maker from Microsoft. Now, you can create your own 3D animated movies using your favorite Nickelodeon sets, sounds, and characters from the Ren and Stimpy show.
Happy, happy, joy, joy.
Ah, real monsters.
I do not find this very amusing.
And Rocco's Modern Life.
Do I look okay to you?
You can click on the Chooseometer if you're looking for story ideas or a new way to get started. And when you're ready to create,
There you go, mate.
click on Scene Choices. Then pick your favorite setting and camera angles. Choose one of 12 Nickelodeon characters. Program in your favorite 3D action, and then make movies. Mix and match characters from different shows. Change their expressions, play music, try different angles, add funny sounds. And top it all off with special effects. With the one and only Nickelodeon 3D Movie Maker from Microsoft.
Congratulations on your lovely scare.
Brilliant. Simply brilliant.